Confection from Paris Corner's Kashmir line. If I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I apologize. Alright, so this is a gift for my wife. Obviously, I bought a whole bunch of stuff from Fragflex. This is just another one of the things that came in the order. It's going to have opening notes of pear, whipped cream, middle notes of kashmir, jasmine, and Ylang-Ylang. Love that flower, mainly because it's fun to say. Ylang-Ylang. Then we get base notes of vanilla, marshmallow, and sandalwood. So this strikes me as a obviously very gourmand wintertime fragrance. Even those opening notes of pear, whipped cream, and the jasmine Ylang-Ylang can kind of go any season, those base notes make me think more winter, but we'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and pop it open. Let's see what it looks like. See if it can be appreciated on its appearance. All the entire Kashmir line has the same bottle structure, just typically what changes is the color of the glass and sometimes the color of the juice inside. Let's get this thing unboxed. Production date on this is, this is back from March of 2025. It's now September, so this should have plenty of time to be decent in the bottle, so it should be okay. All right, get this lid out. Come on now. I gotta fight for my right to smell juice. Come here. Jerk. Oh my gosh. Okay, the whole thing's not wanting to come out, so we're taking the whole box out. All right, there we go. Okay, there it is. Gracious. Put the box behind it so hopefully it'll clash a little better. You'll see the color a little bit. But yeah, I might have to cheat a little bit and do some low-level aesthetics altering. Close the trash can. There we go. Just so we can see the color a little better up against the white. Yeah, that's very pretty. Got blue base with a red top, kind of glass, kind of ombre kind of thing going on. Very pretty. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do the spray and talk about all the various opening notes on skin and paper. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in with Confection from Paris Corner. We're going to head and do some sprays. As always, the way we do this is we spray on paper, then we spray on the skin. I kind of give you my basic impressions of the opening notes of both, and then you'll see me blip out of existence for a second, and then I come back and I talk to you about the dry down, how those other notes come out, as well as things like longevity, projection, just general performance and whatnot. But without further ado, that's a pressurized atomizer, and it's nice and buttery. Always a plus. Always a plus when they do that. I don't know why, but that cap, it's a very tight cap. You could throw this across the room, that cap's not coming off. The thing will break before that ever happens. All right, first of all, projection is strong. It comes out quickly, and what you're getting mostly in the opening is that whipped cream. That's what projects the hardest. Is that creamy lactonic and sugar. That's what it is. It's lactonic sugar, which is what they're calling whipped cream in the notes for advertising purposes. The pear is in there, but it doesn't project as hard as the cream. I was already getting that creamy milk whipped cream kind of notion like right off the bat. So that'll fill a room. I would say if you apply this in the workplace or apply this for the workplace, let it settle for 15 minutes. Put it on the car, scroll through some social media, and go into work 15 minutes later. That way it's not pushing quite so hard that you might be like smelling up the entire hallway. Not to say it's not a great smell, it is, but you know, office place etiquette, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's smooth, it's well blended. I have no notes on the opening. As long as you like laconic, sweet notes, you'll be fine. It's like, maybe a little powdery, but not like baby powdery. It's just like vaguely powdery, just a little bit in there. But yeah, that's beautiful. I don't have any problem with that at all. Like my wife smells like that, and I'm going to be like, let's snuggle. All right, let's go ahead and do it on the arm. 2 sprays. My wife is going to have to deal with this. She's like, why do you smell so good? Because I just reviewed some fragrances. All right, let's go ahead, let it flash. So I'm not breathing in denatured alcohol fumes. All right, there we go. Okay, the pear comes off stronger on skin. I always expect that anytime you see a set of notes where it goes like fruity, laconic, or fruity, and something else, and the first notes, anytime they're fruit, it'll always be stronger on skin because those notes tend to be made of chemicals that react quicker to heat. So if you spray it on your 98.6 degree skin, it's going to be very quickly dissipating, which means the smell gets in the air faster. Yeah, so it's just like on paper, but more pear. So instead of it being like 90% laconic whipped cream and sugar, it's now like 70-30. So there's more pear, but the pear is still not dominant, in my opinion. It's definitely still that sweet, sugary, lactonic kind of thing going on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here because the other notes aren't shining through. This does not seem to be that it will be a very, what's the phrase? This fragrance doesn't appear to be linear. Because so far I'm not getting cashmere, jasmine, florals, or certainly not the sandalwood, marshmallow, and vanilla that are in the base. Sometimes these fragrances kind of just blast you all at once with all the smells, and then eventually the other one's gonna become stronger, like vanilla tends to last a very long time. But this one, so far I'm not getting the other notes yet. So this is gonna be a more complex fragrance that breaks down to with the opening, the heart notes, and then the dry down. So without further ado, it's gonna be just a quick blip out of existence. Then you're gonna see me again, probably in a different shirt, talking about all the rest of the experiences I had, as well as the experience my wife had with this fragrance. So see you in a second. All right, so we have from Paris Corner Confection. I've worn it, or rather I've worn it and my wife's also worn it. Let's go ahead and talk about the stuff that kind of people care about: projection, longevity. Projection, 4 hours, easy. You're going to, if you put it on within the first hour, you walk into a room, you will be noticed. It's going to be a heavy, creamy note, obviously with the whipped cream and some and the pear. I would say overall the whipped cream note is stronger, but on skin the pear note does come out more. So if you spray this mostly on your clothing, ladies, it's going to be more like whipped cream and kind of sugary. If you put this more on skin, neck, ears, whatever, wherever you put perfume on your skin, wrist, it's going to have a little bit more of the fruit note that comes out quicker. Now it all comes out eventually in the wash, so don't panic too much either direction. But yeah, that's my overall interpretation. As far as longevity, it goes. Again, 4 hours of decent projection. The person in the cubicle next to you will smell you. The person down the hallway will not. After that initial burst, that first hour probably. So you're going to get decent projection for a good period of time. If projection all day long is a big thing for you, you'll have to reapply. If you just want to know that you smell nice up close, after that 4 hours, it wears down to being a skin scent, and that's where that vanilla marshmallow sandalwood combo kind of comes in. And I would say it is more vanilla and kind of that marshmallow powderiness that kind of comes with it, which is very pleasant and very feminine overall. Excellent, excellent ladies fragrance. As far as the other notes as they break in, the cashmere, my nose didn't hit it that much. I didn't notice it all that much, which isn't atypical for me. Sometimes when something says cashmere, it's like hits you right and you're like, ooh, fresh laundry. It's kind of what it smells like. But this didn't do that for me, and my wife didn't make a note of it, so I assume it didn't do it for her either. The jasmine in there is very nice. The Ylang-Ylang is also in there, makes it a little more floral and sweet. It's all there. It's a more complex fragrance because I don't get the vanilla for about until after about the first hour. So that's when I started noticing the vanilla on my skin. Your body heat may produce different results, but yeah, overall, great fragrance. It's quintessentially feminine gourmand. Like it's just, if you think of a gourmand fragrance, this is an easy one. It's an easy grab. You don't have to think too much. You might not want to wear this in the height of summer, but fall and winter, I mean, there's not a whole lot else that's gonna like get the cute girly girl vibes going better than this. This does a good job. It's well blended. It will probably be better after it sits for a while, as most Middle Eastern fragrances are made quickly, so they need time to sit and mature. But other than that, it's a great option if what I've described to you makes sense for you. So other than that, I don't have much else to say. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.